crafters, I'm so glad and so pleased to see you here. I'm really excited because I want to show you today how to make this mini album. It's really simple and really easy, so follow me to know how to make it. And if you haven't followed us in our Instagram and Facebook, I'm sure you want to do it because we are giving away a lot of things and we have a lot of inspiration there, so don't miss it. Follow us and I'll see you there. Okay, so let's do it. I have these 3 pieces of cardboard here. I give you the measurements there on inches. So I am doing everything with 6x6 paper pad, with just one 6x6 paper pad. So I'm using this tacky, and well, I am having this tacky here. Then I set it to the paper and I am moving it because if I move it, I don't need to mess it with my, I don't need to mess my fingers, and I find it really simple. So I put it and I move it, and yeah, the glue stays with a thin layer, so it doesn't make like little bumps or anything weird there. I'm using here double-sided tape, and remember to cut in the square parts, not to do it like really next to the square because it's going to show a little of our paper or of our cardboard, and we don't want that. So it's really simple. I'm actually pulling this inside in this parts, in this square parts. I'm pulling these parts in so they don't show, or they don't, or they do better, or they fall better. So that's what I'm doing here, and I'm taking that, or I'm peeling that double-sided tape, and well, that's pretty much it. I did 3 like this. I already put paper on it, so what I'm gonna do here is do or have these 2 pieces of paper and these 2 pieces of cardboard, and these are going to be the bridge, or these are going to be the links with one of our cardboards that we already set into paper or put into paper, and these are going to be the links between one and other, and that's how we're going to form our structure. If you haven't noticed, I can tell you I really love this glue. It's called tacky, and well, you can write to us if you don't have it. We could get it to you. Okay, I really love also these little tweezers or forceps, or I don't really know the name in English. So really love them because they have the paper in place, and even if it's a liquid glue, it doesn't move or anything. I really love it. So I'm gonna make the same procedure in the other side, in the opposite side. So I have my structure. So I'm setting one of the cardboards in one side and the other in the other side, but I'm also using here double-sided tape to make it, or to stable it from the beginning. And I am also using, I'm using a mix of it. I'm using contact glue, and I'm using liquid glue, and I'm using the tweezers. So anything can happen, or anything can go wrong because it's really strong glue that I'm using here. So it's simple. I'm using the tweezers too, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what I am using. I recommend you to use that too, and I recommend you also to fold the structures, to know that we are doing it okay, or we are doing it correctly. In this part, I cut a piece of paper. It's 4 7/8 by 12 inches, and I put some double-sided tape and also liquid glue for it to adhere really well, and I am setting it with my hands, but also with a little towel or a piece of tissue paper or a piece of tissue, and it's going to adhere very much better. Okay, and I'm using another piece of paper here. I put the measurements there, and I'm using another piece of paper to my right side. Okay, it's really simple. And I'm using the tweezers too because they help me to set the paper and to adhere it really well. Now let's fold it all up to make sure it falls okay and our structure is okay. So I'm folding it. I'm actually letting it dry before I fold it. You didn't see it because I made it like really quick, but I'm letting it dry. And I decided here that I want that mint part outside, that I wanted this flowery paper outside, so well, I decided that. And I'm using these pieces of paper. I let the measurements there, and they are all in the same collection of paper. And as I told you, I just use one 6x6 pad, so I really like that because it all matches, and it's made by one just one collection of papers, so it matches really well. I am folding here what I already marked, and I am adhering one piece to the other piece. So I am going to adhere like this the 6 pieces of the paper, and it's going to fold like into a zigzag or accordion kind of fold. You're going to see it later. Okay, so it's really simple. I'm going to let this this 1/4 of an inch in the side because it's going to help me to have the volume, because I am going to set here our photos and embellishments and whatever, and that 1/4 of an inch is going to help me because I don't want it to be like, I don't know, like kind of strange. So because of the volume, that's going to help me. And I'm setting here these little pieces of pattern paper too. They are from the same collection, and they're little pieces for or to cover that white part. I am using here double-sided tape, and I am using also this liquid glue that I've been talking about a lot of, and this is Techie, and I am distributing this very well and making a thin layer of it with that little piece of carton that I had there, but you could do it with one card that you can use anymore, or all those hotel keys or whatever. Okay, so once I've finished putting together everything or all the pieces of the paper, I am going to glue all this or the whole thing into the structure that I have already made. Okay, so I have the structure here. I'm going to set it here or glue it really well. I am being really abundant with the glue because this is going to be heavy, okay? Because I'm going to set here photos and embellishments and a lot of stuff. To finish this little cute album, I am going to embellish this other part, okay? So it's just a matter of having and playing with what you have and seeing if you like it and kind of having an idea of what you want. I really wanted it really girly, so that's why I am playing with hearts and butterflies and really pinky stuff. And yeah, that's what I did. I wanted, for example, I am setting this this gray piece of paper in the in the back of all of it, because it like neutralizes all the stuff I am setting in front. So that's why I did this, and I think it looks really okay. There are no rules for this. It's just that you have to play with your stuff and see if you like it, and go ahead. And yeah, that's pretty much this album. It's really simple to do. It has a lot of room for all your goodies, and yeah, you can do it, give it to someone, or just enjoy having all your memories here. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in another video. I'm so glad that you're here. Bye bye.